Since I got FSD 10.8, I've been doing a number of drives because we've got some pretty good snow out here, and seeing how the FSD beta works in 10.8. And it's been kind of frustrating because sometimes it works a little bit, sometimes it doesn't work at all. And I've kind of decided I'm going to stop testing in the snow, in the snow-covered roads, because it's just too dangerous. It doesn't do anything sensibly. It just kind of wanders around. So let's watch this thing and see what happens in this little drive. Now here we're going out onto a completely snow-covered road, and you can hear me turn this thing into full self-driving right quick here as we start going down this road. Now it's on now and moving along, and it seems to be doing okay. It's guiding over to the right too far, which is pretty much normal, but it hasn't gotten really crazy yet. So I go down here, and I just wanted to see we had fresh snow and where it's really white. Now what we're coming up to right now is starting to move over, and I kicked it off right there. Uh, that it was probably going to hit that bush. So now I'm going to come up to a corner here, and once we get through this corner, I'll put it back in again, and you can see what it does then. Now it's in, and it immediately heads over to the side. And there I've kicked it back out. This is pretty common, and sometimes it goes to the left, and sometimes it goes to the right. Now here we're going on to a road with tracks. And of course a human driver is just going to drive this. Now it's on again to full self-driving. I had to kick it back off because it was going to the right. And here it kind of just freaked out and started yelling at me for corrective steering. I don't know what it figured that was doing, but it didn't work. And here I put it back in self-driving, and it's showing a pretty good indication of the sides of the road, and you know, the red on the side and the white line, the yellow line. It's doing a pretty good job there, but pretty soon it's going to go off again. And there it went off again. And I put it back on. And there it went off to the right again. Okay, I put it back on, and it immediately started going over, but it did kind of stop there. But it's getting way too close to the right side there, so it's off again. This one just immediately turned over and headed for the telephone pole. Okay, we're back in, and immediately went off again. And I put it back on. And here again, it started going over towards that mailbox. Here again, it was drifting off again. And again, I put it back on there, and you can see it just move straight over. And so you can see the white line there, but it's not really seeing the white. It's just, I'm having to correct this thing every time. It's just constant. And so I've kind of decided, this is just flat too dangerous to do this until this thing gets better. I wanted to give a bunch of notes to Tesla to see if they can figure this out, but it's just not viable to do. I don't recommend anybody do it. It's just going to throw you off the road, and if you're lucky, the only thing that'll happen is you'll get people wondering if you're Looney Tune or drunk. So anyway, I'm gonna stop doing that for a while on these snow-covered roads. It's just not worth it. That's it on this one.